This is The Score on Forge TV and we're with Anushka. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
And they are Max and Victoria.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Good job. I'm Max, this is Victoria.
Well researched. You've been like touring all over the UK, and sometimes I've been looking at RA and like where you are, and you're like in the UK, then in Europe, then back in the UK, then
Yeah.
back in Europe again. Is that stressful? Like, do you have to kind of put your life on hold?
Well, I think it's sort of become our life, hasn't it? We're kind of here, there, and everywhere. But I think I don't know. If you're making music, you want to get out and share it with people. So it's been pretty amazing all the places we've gotten to go recently. Definitely worked our way through a list of places you can go.
Yeah.
Made some loud noises in them. So yeah, it's been good.
One I found really interesting was Siberia.
Yeah.
I really wanted to know what was Siberia like.
Siberia was hot,
Yeah.
and that shocked me. I was like, why is it 27 degrees and it's Siberia? But yeah, it was fun. It was one of my favourite gigs actually. Like the bar staff got really into it. Had a little skank out, so that was nice.
Yeah,
They were doing it right.
I played this Bodiki tune after I set, and the bar staff were like crowd surfing in the bar, which is pretty funny. I've never seen that before. But yeah, like I was sunbathing in Siberia. I was quite freaked out. But we didn't even really know we were going to Siberia. We had a gig in Moscow, and we were like, okay, dressed for Moscow, packed loads of jumpers, and we got there and it was really hot in Moscow. And then we knew we had another gig, and then we looked, and I was like, Novosibirsk, where's that? And then I was like, Sibirsk, is that? And then I started looking, I was like, Vic, we're going to Siberia.
Yeah.
We kind of only realised on the way there, which was quite funny. But yeah, no, it was a good one.
Jokes. Your first track that you made together, Yes Guess, I was reading about that and I found it really interesting that you'd only made that and you managed to get it to Giles Peterson through like management and stuff, and then he played it like the same day. Did you find that nerve-wracking that you hadn't kind of developed what you were doing together before it was on a massive scale and like loads of people listening to it?
It's kind of exciting, and it's also kind of like it was really encouraging. I think I was at work at the time in Brighton, and a friend of mine texted me being like, "Oh my god, like you're on Six Music, Giles Peterson's playing this song," and I was like, "Ah." It's like a nice little confidence boost, I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think it kind of told us, no, what you're doing is good, just carry on kind of working on it. And I mean, what I quite like is we still perform that track every time we play, and it still works, it kind of still goes down. So I think that tune definitely got a little bit of magic to it. And yeah, I don't know, I know what you mean. It's kind of, because the version that you played on the radio wasn't even like mastered or anything. It was literally a demo, and we'd given it to our manager to be like, what do you think? And I don't think we even knew Giles had it, did we?
No.
Like the first we knew about it was
Crazy.
like someone texting us to be like, it's on the radio.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Surreal.
But I think that's kind of how it happens a lot with things like that. If people want to play music, they're going to play it. You can't really stop them. And if it's Giles Peterson, it's like, nice one.
Don't argue with Giles Peterson, do you?
Yeah.
I enjoyed your recorded material, but when I watched your live Boiler Room, it really came to life in a different way. And I was wondering, when you're producing tracks, do you make them with the idea that they're going to be performed live, some of them, or do you kind of just do what you want and then pick randomly what you're going to do in the live shows?
I don't know. I kind of just write what I write, and then we kind of just see, don't we? I guess. And also different shows. Like, what's kind of quite nice, a lot more now than I guess in the beginning, is we get asked to play club shows at 1 a.m, but we're also getting kind of smaller, more intimate venues where we can do the kind of slightly less club bangery tracks. So it's nice to have like a mixed set sometimes.
Yeah, we did a show on Radio 4 a few weeks ago.
Wicked.
And we did a kind of real stripped back acoustic version, and that was really nice to do that actually. And that was definitely not in a way that I was anticipating performing. I was actually playing the drums live, which was pretty nerve-wracking for me. But yeah, I think that's the thing, because they're built around songs, they can kind of be performed a bunch of different ways. And yeah, it's nice that we can kind of do it in different ways in different places.
Are you doing the live drums tonight, or are you doing a set?
I think tonight, because we're on at midnight till 1, it's probably going to be more of a greatest hits bangers set. But I don't know, I think there'll be some. I think even when we are playing in the club, we definitely slow it down and go weird quite a bit anyway, just because that's the music we've written. It's kind of, I don't know, we'll see what happens out there.
And that leads nicely on to I'm going to ask about like your DJ sets, because you do like recorded sets without Victoria. I saw one on Clash magazine and one for Hyponic. Do you do that out and about a lot, or is that literally an online thing?
To be honest, yeah, like I've come around everything quite a strange way. Because I used to make hip hop, my background was like rapping and making beats, and I never learned to DJ, but I always liked dance music. So I learned to produce dance music before I learned to DJ, and I do DJ now, but it's happened quite slowly. So I do the mixes for people, and I sort of, what happens quite a bit is sometimes at the end of the set, the promoter will want us to carry on for a bit longer, so I'll DJ a little bit at the end of the set. But yeah, I don't know. It's not really something I've been doing a lot of, just because I don't know, we're so busy doing all the shows with the band that I think that's been the kind of priority.
Yeah, and you like to make VIPs of the tracks that you've made with Victoria. I was wondering, why do you like to do that with the material you have made together? And does Victoria have any input on how they sound?
I think, well, so far those have just generally been me dicking around. I made one. My favourite one actually is the one that I made on the train. So I suppose you were there when I was making it. We did this show with Gorgon City in Glasgow, and we had a gig with Addison Groove in London. And on the train journey back, I finished the VIP on the way, kind of just as a way of entertaining myself. And I actually played it that night. And I remember it being like, oh, this actually sounds quite good. I can't believe it, I made this on the train.
Good luck for your live set. I'm Holly Barrett, and this is The Score on Forge TV. Thanks for talking to us.